Hello, welcome to the Melanin Gold channel. I just want to come to you guys and do a video on I've been wanting to do this video for a while. It's just a certain Instagram post, I believe, by a NFL player has been going viral and making a lot of black women upset. And I'm just like over here, why? But a post by, it turned out to be a catfisher who was like disguising themselves under his name. It wasn't actually him. Um, Someone catfished the Washington Redskins NFL player Lynden Trail and posted a question under his name. And the question was, why do black athletes marry white women? And someone by the name of Maserati Rick, who is also an NFL player who played for the Miami Dolphins, made a response. And in the response, he basically was saying that when black women, they grew up in single family homes, um, they're stubborn, um, they're closed minded. And he also made a statement about black women being uncoachable. And a lot of black women on like social media, Instagram, YouTube videos were really upset about this. And I'm just like, I really don't give a shit. I really did not give a shit from the beginning when these whole black woman bashing videos came into play. It's really not going to affect my life in any way. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't get upset over this and why it's very silly and a waste of time to do so. This video will be entitled Black Women Bashers and Why You Shouldn't Be Concerned with Them. And, I admit, I remember around, I would say 2009 or so when the first you also have to take in the fact that on YouTube, I won't name any names of these black men that bash black women, their channels or what their names are, but because I think at this point we all know who they are. They're very popular on YouTube. But there's one YouTuber who dedicates multiple channels to bashing and degrading black women that it's like to a point like I think it's like a career for him. Like I think that's what he does all day and all night. He doesn't do anything else. He does that to make money and to pay his bills. And as I've said before, a lot of times these men just say these crazy ass things. There's times where I don't believe half the stuff that comes out their mouth because it's the craziest, most obnoxious things they can think of and say about black women. And it's not just one group of black women particularly, or, you know, like I remember, this was actually a female YouTuber who was like, she focused on more on the issues of dark-skinned women. A YouTuber I used to be subscribed to. And I remember in one of her videos, she had read a letter that a black man sent her about being married to a lighter-skinned black woman. And she, and as she read the letter, saying the typical stuff that, oh, lighter skinned women are better, they're more calmer, they're this and they're that, the typical. And I can tell as she was reading the letter, and I even left a comment in the comment section, and this is me paraphrasing, that girl, and she's just so mad in the video and screaming and yelling, and it's kind of what she's known to do. And I'm like literally in the comment section, like, he's just doing this to make you mad and get a rise out of you. He knows that this is going to upset you and that you were probably going to make a video about it. Why you did not ignore this and just keep it moving, I don't know. And I think with this particular YouTuber, her, um, I feel I think a lot of Black women are like that, where they're giving this too much of attention instead of like just keep going and keep moving and ignoring these SOBs. They keep giving this attention, and I'm just like, just stop. Like, a lot of these men actually, I don't think they the Black men that say that, they go on YouTube, they go on social medias and claim that they hate Black women, I notice tend to have an attraction towards Black women, almost in a sense like an affinity, like, and also almost like an obsession towards Black women. And it's almost like a bully that picks on you at school. I mean, at school, it's like, it's not fun to bully someone unless it's bothering them. And for a lot of Black women, and this is what it is bullying. A lot of Black women are feeling bothered by this, and the black the bashing Black women men, they know it. That's why it's almost in a sense like it's a fuel that keeps them going and producing more videos. And another thing I notice about Black men that say they hate Black women, they actually tend to be very attracted towards Black women. And in some cases, they tend to have an affinity, almost like an obsession towards Black women. If you think about it, it makes sense, because why are you making so many YouTube videos and dedicating so many um, social media posts to just putting down a group of women? Um, and I also tend to notice in some cases that usually the Black men who claim that they hate Black women and who dedicate channels to degrade them is usually the ones that the Black men that a lot of Black women in general aren't really attracted to. It's like the nerdy, lame ones. And in some cases, women in general are not attracted to them. If Black women don't like you, what is it about you that they don't like? Is it a certain vibe you're getting off? Is it your personality? It's like a lot of these men want to take their personal experiences that they have with maybe like two or three or four Black women and put it off on the entire world filled with Black women and say, oh, they're all like that. And it's so unfair. And it's like, just because you have your own personal issues with trying to get with Black women, you shouldn't reflect it on the entire race of women. And I feel honestly it has to do more so with them than anyone else. Like, a lot of the times, these Black woman bashers, they have their own personal problems. Like, I know a YouTuber who commonly bashes Black women. Um, he tends to go from, like, I don't know what's going on with him financially, but he tends to go on from house to house. Like, I think he like house sits, where he travels the country going from house to house to house to house. And he's all up in his YouTube videos talking about, oh, this is my house, I own it. When everybody good damn well knows he don't own shit. It's like, so you're so concerned about black women and the way that they carry themselves, but it's like, hell, you can't even get your finances in order and get a home of a place of your own. And also with this same YouTuber, I remember in a video that he did where he was like, black women need to, and this is me paraphrasing, black women need to can take control of their womb because they're getting pregnant by all these men. And I'm thinking to myself, he's admitted in videos of having multiple children with multiple different women. And how dare he talk about a woman or a black woman checking her womb when he can't even control his damn dick? It's, and I could have sworn that he did even a more recent video where he was talking about a black woman that he slept with, saying that she impregnated her with his baby. And I'm like, damn, you're not controlling your penis. I'm thinking, like, check yourself first before you come at me. So, and not only is it like personal life problems, a lot of times in some cases it could be mental problems. Like, some of these dudes are mentally ill. Like, I remember a YouTuber by the name of Anthony Powell. And this was actually a few years back. I remember Anthony was one of the first YouTubers that dedicated his channel to mostly making videos bashing black women. And he was under the YouTube name Prodigy 2048. And I remember his videos were mostly bashing black women, or he would talk about the idea of evolution and atheism. But for the most part, it was videos bashing black women. And I remember it it turned out that he was actually stalking another black YouTuber a girl by the name of Asia McGowan. And she actually attended the same um, community college as him, where they both participated in a theater class together. She actually attended the same community college as him, where they both had a theater class together. And um, unfortunately, the story ended in a tragedy. Um, he ended up one day murdering Asia at their school, and then afterwards, he ended up killing himself. And a friend of them said that of Asia said that he would repeatedly message her through Facebook and would make comments on her YouTube videos. And it's unfortunate that this poor girl's life had to end so shortly and tragically, and what could it became of her life if she lived, and also in the sense what could have become of his life if he, instead of focusing so much on black women and obsessing over this girl, what if he his parents in an interview said that he had mental illness, that he suffered from depression, and what could have happened to his life if he stopped focusing so much on black women and focused on his mental illness, his depression, and got himself together. And it's like, and it's a perfect example also of like a lot of these black men who claim that they hate you and they hate your ways and all that, they're obsessed with you. Like, they really are. It's like really deep down, there is an attraction there with to you as a black woman. And it's gotten to the point where men of other races are capitalizing on bashing black women. There was actually he's still around, but a YouTuber by the name of the Veganator. And this was actually a white boy. And he I believe what happens is that he noticed a lot of the views and subscribers and the attention that people were getting through making videos dedicating to bashing black women. And what happened is in his videos, he started making videos about him dating black women and his experiences with it and how he didn't like it. And that gathered the attention of other black YouTubers who dedicated their channels to bashing black women and other black men who were rallying behind them. And what happened is like he eventually ended up getting having a one-on-one an interview with um, a popular YouTuber by the name of Tommy Sotomayor, which got him more attention and got him more followers, more views. And eventually, as time went on, I believe his YouTube channel was, I don't think it was taken down, but he unlisted a lot of videos. And then sometime later, he came back with videos that were basically bashing black men. And then after that, he came with another video saying that he didn't even stop that he didn't even stop dating interracially. It's like he was like in the video gripping the ass of a black girl that he was dating. So it's like it wasn't like he dated black girls and stopped. Like I personally think he was dating black girls the whole time. He just saw a way to market himself through this whole capitalizing of the bashing black women movement. And I was on a somewhat popular YouTuber's channel. His channel is called Dawson Denise, and shout out to Dawson from Dawson and Denise. And he did a real good video on this whole situation with the comments from the NFL player. And and I was kind of looking at the comment section. I even made a comment about the video. And one of the comments was a man that said that he believed that a lot of black men that get involved in interracial relationships, they view it as a status symbol, which for the most part I can kind of agree. Um, he even mentioned that interracial relationships between black men and white women actually have the highest divorce rate, which is actually true because I looked it up recently. And it kind of goes to show you that just because um, you are married to someone who is non-black, whether it's a white woman or Hispanic woman, it doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to end up happy or your marriage is going to work out or it's going to be better. If anything, enter into interracial relationship, there's more challenges to that relationship. There's more obstacles you got to get through. So a lot of black men seeing this as like a prize or a better option is just, it's silly. It's like you're in for a very, marry who you want to marry, but if you think like that, you're in for a very rude awakening. And there was even a man that mentioned that in the comment section. He said that a coworker of his who was married to a white woman made a statement that said, "Who would think that I would drive what I drive, live where I live, and be married to a white woman?" And the man in the comment section, and also another friend and coworker of his that this man was saying this to, both of them are married to black women, and the two of them found it very offensive. And he even mentioned how this coworker of his has 3 ruined interracial marriages under his belt. And I even said, like, wow, he hasn't learned yet. The problem isn't black women, and it's not even so much the women. The problem is him. So a lot of these black men that get with these white women and think, oh, that's, things are going to be way better than getting with the black woman because they're this and they're that. They don't know what they're getting into. Like, at the end of the day, a marriage is a marriage. I mean, not only do you have a chance of divorcing like everybody else, in fact, your chances of divorcing and that marriage not working out is higher. So it's them having their own ignorance when it comes to the situation, and don't let their ignorance and their foolishness affect you and how you view and think of yourself. And a lot of these dudes, they be straight clowns, like complete jokes. And I'm amazed that black women get so offended by them, because it's like, you take these men seriously? Like, really? Really? Like, it's like they're a joke. And I remember, what is that rapper's name? I forget what his name is. Like, he's that irrelevant. But it was a rapper that is supposedly somewhat hot right now. Who, not a few months back, sometime last year, he made a song that went somewhat viral about not wanting no black women, that he wanted him like a red bone or something along that lines. He didn't want it to be basically with a dark skinned woman. He wanted him a light skinned girl. And oh wait, I remember his name. His name was Kodak Black. Um, and I honestly did not know of this rapper. I don't really listen to a whole lot of rap music of today. I listen to more hip hop from the 90s than I do from nowadays. But I kind of did some research and looked into this rapper. And it turned out this rapper, I don't know what's going on with him now. Um, right now, but he was pretty much at that time he was in jail, and like, he had some type of charges against him. And I also remember, like, I went to look to see a picture of him, and I'm gonna be straight up, the dude looks like a piranha with dreads. He looked so ugly to me. I'm like, this dude looks like a straight clown, and women are taking this man and his comments seriously. Like, why? If anything, you should be grateful that you, as a dark-skinned woman, this man does not want you. It's like, have mercy on the red bones and the light-skinned girls of the world that he's chasing after, because this dude is not a catch. I mean, he ain't cute. He's in and out of jail with charges against him. I mean, he's a pretty new up and coming rapper, so it's not like he has a whole lot of money in the bank. So what do you care what this loser has to say about you? And like all I have to say, look, black women, we have to know to when to pick our battles and when to ignore some dumb shit because honestly, as a black woman, you're going to get all kinds of shit coming your way, especially if you're a dark-skinned black woman. And you have to understand this is not going to, at the end of the day, what a nigga has to say is not going to you, fine, affect you. It's not going to drastically change your life. It's not going to affect you getting up and going to work and making money. And it shouldn't affect your happiness. It shouldn't affect the things that you are going to do in life or want to do in life. You just keep being you and being the best you. And that's all I have to say about that. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. All right, bye-bye.